Well, guys, free agency has started and it's in a free agency frenzy. And there's a lot of pieces moving around, a lot of faces in new places. But we had a surprising development today. But we'll unpack all that next here on the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Well, guys, man, free agency and the WNBA, man, is off to a hot start, man. And, free agency comes with a lot of surprises. Now, as y'all guys been following, we know that free agency is hot and heavy right now in the WNBA. And it's getting a lot of traction. Now, the big dominoes have fell in place. We saw the trade of Jewel Lloyd and Kelsey Plum. Kelsey Plum went to the Los Angeles Sparks. Jewel Lloyd went to the Las Vegas Aces. And also Seattle was in there, and they got the number 2 pick in this year's upcoming WNBA draft. And then we got news of Alyssa Thomas, AT, from Connecticut, the Connecticut Suns, right? She got traded to the Phoenix Mercury. So then what happens? We all thought Brittany Griner was going to find her way somehow in Las Vegas, but she ended up with the Atlanta Dream. Now, the news out of Indiana is they brought back Kelsey Mitchell. Now, a lot of people would like to say that, people were saying that Kelsey Mitchell was unhappy in Indiana. I don't think nobody said Kelsey Mitchell was unhappy in Indiana. Kelsey Mitchell did an interview, addressing her upcoming free agency during the middle of the season. And me personally, I stated from her body language, she was like 1 foot in and 1 foot out. She said that the All-Star game was going to be in Indiana, and she said that's great for them. So she was talking like, it's a chance that she was going to leave Indiana. But I don't think nobody said that she was disgruntled in Indiana. So let's go ahead and clear that narrative up. Nobody said that Kelsey Mitchell was disgruntled out there in Indiana. I just thought through that interview, she had 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Now, also, you got Satou Sabally. We don't know what Satou Sabally is going to do. I think it was some interest in New York, but I don't think that's panning out. Now, the Chicago Skies, they brought back an old Wally veteran in Courtney Vandersloot. Now, she's a little older. Her minutes diminished in New York last year during the playoff run, but she's a champion, right? So the Chicago Skies brought her in as an old Wally veteran, and, she still got some point guard skills left in her. She's the all-time assist leader for the Chicago Sky, right? All-time leader in steals, all-time minutes played. And I think that she can help out the young group if Jeff P is going to use these draft picks to draft these young girls that have declared themselves eligible for the WNBA draft. And she would be a good role model, a good veteran leadership for the young point guards. Now, if they go out there and get the likes of somebody like Olivia Miles, she can groom her. I don't think she's going to step on nobody's toes. But there's other pieces in free agency that Chicago can entertain. But all the big fishes are off the table. Now you got some restricted free agents, right? So when I say the surprises of free agency happen, you can, take what you want to take from this, but Dijonia Carrington, she's a restricted free agent with the Connecticut Suns. Now, that Connecticut Suns organization, we don't know what they're doing because Alyssa Thomas, one of their mainstays, got traded to Phoenix, right? So now Alyssa Thomas's partner DeWanna Bonner, what is DeWanna Bonner going to do in free agency, right? So I think that whole core is going to be split up. And I don't think Dijonia Carrington wants to stay around for a rebuild, right? So what did Dijonia Carrington do today? You know, there's rumors out there that the Chicago Sky can offer her a substantial amount of money that the Connecticut Suns won't match to bring her into Chicago. And what happened today at the Roses practice will surprise you. Let's take a look at what happened in this video that's going viral of Dijonia Carrington pulling up on Angel Reese. Let's take a look. I see Nola Henry was trying to tell her to get up out of there, right? But it's kind of ironic how she just pulled up on Angel Reese. I know everybody's in the same location down there in Miami, but why would Dijonia Carrington just pull up on the Roses practice like that? I mean, you can take whatever you want to take from it, but I find it kind of ironic that in the midst of, you know, WNBA free agency, just like Sue Bird said on her podcast with her partner, she was saying that, you know, these girls behind closed doors, they are recruiting each other. So is there any kind of whispers, any rumblings on the wall that, you know, Angel Reese and Dijonia Carrington can be speaking like, hey, girl, you know, and then Angel Reese going back reporting to the ownership like, hey, let's bring her in. Like the Chicago Skies had $900K in money that they can spend in free agency. I don't know what they offered Courtney Vandersloot to bring her back, but you still can offer Dijonia Carrington around about $200,000. And I don't think that Connecticut would match that offer. And I think Dijonia Carrington could potentially be a Chicago Sky this upcoming season. Now, there's other pieces that the Chicago Sky can entertain if they play their cards right. But to me personally, there's nobody else left out there that is on the table for Chicago that, you know, that's really going to fit their playing style on what Jeff P. and Tyler Marsh want to do with this group. But I think Dijonia Carrington as a defender, she is a perimeter defender. And then you have Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso in the back end. You know, you got a decent defensive team if you can bring somebody in like her. Then you got the Wally veteran and Courtney Vandersloot playmaking ability to groom the young guards that are coming in. If we keep the number 3 pick and they get somebody like Olivia Miles, that would help Olivia Miles out. But in this situation, I just find it ironic that Dijonia Carrington just pulled up on Angel Reese, man. I've really never seen Angel Reese and Dijonia Carrington really have any interaction. And for her to pull up the way she did, man, I mean, like I said, y'all guys can make whatever y'all want to make out of it, man. But I find this very significant, man. And the reason why I say that is because, you know, it's free agency, man. And these girls are recruiting. These girls are recruiting behind closed doors, man. And I'm like Sue Bird. I said it first, and then Sue Bird just kind of piggybacked off of what I said, man. Because that video that they showed with the interview with Lexi Hall, Kalia Copper, and Angel Reese, that was something that, like, hey, Kalia Copper, hey, come on home. You know what I'm saying? But the way I see Kalia Copper playing in Unrivaled, man, I don't know, man. Unless it's just an Unrivaled thing. It's 3-on-3 is not, you know, one of her great attributes or great suits to see her style of play. I thought she would do different, but, you know, she has disappointed me so far. But in this situation, man, Dijonia Carrington, I know she's probably trying to get up out of Connecticut, man, since Alyssa Thomas has left. They don't know what DeWanna Bonner going to do. And the odd man out is Marina Mabry. She's the odd man out. She left out of Chicago because she didn't want to go through a rebuild. Now she's over there at the Connecticut Sun, and they about to blow that whole franchise up and rebuild. So I think Dijonia Carrington said, look, let me roll up on Angel Reese and see what Angel Reese talking about, see if I can put that bug in her ear and to let her organization know, hey, I'm interested in coming to play with Chicago. So, man, like I said, man, Hey, I see everybody in the comment section, #salute. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, turn your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger. And we're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.